Right now, we're standing in front of the Computing and Research Center. This is where the optimal level of Elex consumption is calculated, among other things.
What is the optimal amount, then?
That depends on your assignment. A tactician who doesn't fear for his troops won't be an effective tactician. On the other hand, a guard who's afraid of killing is not an efficient guard. The middle way seems to be the best choice.
So you only try to suppress emotions when they're getting in the way?
That's right. And those are our new rules for Elex consumption. And when it comes to making these calculations, this research facility is particularly good. Now, if you have no more questions, I have something else to show you. Follow me.
You were talking about an experiment. What should I expect?
We're trying to breed children who...
Hang on. You're doing what?
We're creating a new generation of rationally thinking tacticians. Let's go into the classroom and have a quick listen. Maybe we can learn something.
The lesson from last time should still be within easy recall. Sit down. Good. Now, remember yesterday's practice. Concentrate.
Teacher,
No questions, Makar. Do not make me repeat myself. Feel the emotion welling up inside you. Remember last week's punishment. Feel the fury it caused rise inside you. If it threatens to overwhelm you, try focusing on the equations we learned yesterday. Were you able to call up the anger? If so, I want you to give me the solution to the problem. If not, we'll repeat last week's punishment. Inefficiency will not be tolerated. Practice at home, then complete a 3-page report on your emotional stability indices. Makar, I especially want to see yours. I'm concerned about your progress. Improve.
yes, ma'am.
Session complete. You can go.
As you can see, the kids here are thriving. The Elex experiments seem to be going well.
So what exactly are the kids learning here?
We're training them to achieve similar efficiency without Elex as they would with it.
Wait, you mean the kids aren't getting any Elex?
Right. It's an attempt to breed efficiently without the addition of Elex. Most albs never learn to handle emotion. Without Elex, many of us are completely at the mercy of our feelings. That's what we're trying to prevent from happening with these children. They're taught how to deal with emotions without neglecting their efficient thinking.
Without Elex, they're nothing more than normal people, aren't they?
No. As soon as they're of age, they'll be given their daily Elex rations like everyone else. According to our calculations, with access to Elex, emotionally strengthened albs should be able to reach the next stage of evolution.
Huh. Sounds like a good plan.
Of course it does. We know it works. We have an example to follow. That example is you. You were an owl and managed to keep your emotions under control. We suspect that's the only reason you were able to stand up to the hybrid. We're studying this phenomenon and trying to recreate it so we can perfect it. But if you want to know more, you should talk to our scientists. Let's keep going. We are about to enter the collector's sector. They're responsible for finding Elex and bringing it to the silos. It's not particularly demanding. Can we carry on? The collectors who live here don't need to be especially efficient. So they only get low doses of Elex, which makes them prone to uncontrolled emotional outbursts. If it were up to me, we wouldn't let them stay in the depot. We'd ship them out somewhere. Let's keep going. I don't like being around these people. Follow me. You might have noticed that back here, it's much more disorganized. Not like the rest of the depot. The collectors and their lifestyle is a source of friction. If you're not careful, you might even end up getting robbed. It wouldn't have happened in the hybrid's day. Luckily, we're now out of the collector's sector again. Right here, we're entering the soldiers' area. Things are a lot more orderly here. These guys make difficult decisions, so they get correspondingly larger rations of Elex. And you can stock up on decent weapons here, too.
You allow trading in the depot?
We do now. Trade has helped us to create a kind of reward system for effective action. We pay our workers with Elex. They use it to buy things that help them work more efficiently. It seems to motivate them. But you can take a look at all that later. Right now, I'm gonna take you to Azok. Come on. That's the agent's precinct up there. Their job is to keep an eye on the collectors and everyone else. They make sure everyone takes their Elex ration and that nobody takes more or less. They keep an eye on things and keep everybody in line.
Step
Come on,
forward
move it.
and begin.
I hope this has helped you get an idea of how the depot works, and that your return to our ranks won't be too tricky.
It won't.
I expected nothing else from someone like you. I look forward to welcoming you back to the team soon. I'm going back to the gate now. May efficiency guide your actions.
I did not anticipate your return. State your business immediately.
I want to join you.
The optimum time for that has passed. Why are you stating this now? You are no longer an ALB commander. You belong in the past. But if you're willing to assist us, I will tolerate it. You have amends to make.
Wait, you're not kicking me out?
What my people think of you is a matter for them. But it's because of you that we recognize the value of emotion and increased our efficiency. So I am neutral towards you personally, but I will have my agents watch you closely as long as you're here. If you break our rules, you will face sanction.
What's the situation here?
These new enemies are putting considerable pressure on us. Keeping them in check ties up resources and creates gaps in our organizational structure. Bridging those gaps will be your responsibility. Seek out Commander Arissa. She is at a breaking point and needs assistance. But expect no welcome from her. She still considers you a traitor. If your work for her is satisfactory, I will consider allowing you to rejoin us. You are getting a second chance. Very few do. Do not disappoint me.
Put it away, all right? You dare just show up? We won't tolerate filthy traitors here.
Alexander Azok sent me.
I don't give a shit. I remember what you did. You brought down the hybrid. You destroyed the converters. You killed our people. If permitted, I would execute you where you stand.
There was no future with the hybrid. Not for anyone. I did what needed to be done.
You think you had the right to decide that?
If you want to execute me, do it already. But what would be the point? You're all doing just fine as far as I can tell.
Your judgment is as substandard as your character. Our supply of Elex is pitiful. We've lost half our territory. The fight against the new invaders is tying up valuable resources.
Well, what are you gonna do about it?
Everything in our power. Just so you know, I've been tasked to protect us all from harm. And you're making it difficult to tolerate your presence.
I've never seen you this mad, Orisa.
That's not what we're talking about. But why do you think that is?
If you've got such a problem with me, why are we even talking? Tell your agents to pull the trigger.
And go against Azok? I don't think so. In any event, a quick death is too good for you.
You expect me to just disappear?
I'm giving you a choice. Sneak off like you did before, or find a way to fix the harm you caused. If it's the former, stop wasting my time and leave.
Where's my help needed?
Go to the crater. Find out if someone named Skibor is alive or dead.
What's the point of that?
I asked for help, not questions. You'll have to earn answers, let alone trust. Now do what I told you. Find Skibor. If he's alive when you get there, keep him that way.
Dude, I gotta tell you, you missed out big time, man. Lenny swiped a couple of grenades, right? We went out and found some barrels to test them on. Man, the explosion, boom! But dude, there must have been some real toxic shit in there. The plants around the barrels just died, like, instantly. Others farther away didn't look so hot either. So be real careful if you go over there, okay?
I don't know enough about that. I don't have time for you right now.
Is that enough? Maybe I should get Baxter.
You better get out of here! Finally. Bit of peace and quiet.
What's the use?
What in the world are you doing here? I thought you were dead.
I know you?
You do. Come on. Zachor.
Wait, you're an Alb?
Shh, shut up. And hey, takes one to know one, right? You're pretty tanned for a former Alb, too. But let's change the subject, huh? They sent you to accompany me to the depot, right?
Not exactly. Arissa wanted to know if you were still in one piece.
But is that all? She didn't say anything else? Oh, then I guess I'll have to start from square one. But not here. These people are always listening. Like, always. Safer outside the city, so follow me. Hey, just out of curiosity, what do you think of this city?
I liked my old hut better.
I can imagine. But the smell here? Oh, that stench.
What?
That musk smell, lust, fear, greed, that whole reek, you know? It smells like humanity.
I thought you were keeping a low profile. Spouting stuff like that is gonna get you noticed.
Look at these meat sacks. They wouldn't notice their own murder. But if it's so important, I'll shut up. They're my role model, after all. My ideal.
Is that so?
Oh, it is. You'll understand pretty soon. Right. That should be far enough. Time to talk about where things stand. Okay, so I know more about you than you know about me. Well, the question is, how much information can I safely divulge to you? Because Orisa must... So... come with me to the depot in Ignadon. We'll get to know each other on the way.
All right.
Sure. Just... I'll be in the pusher...